The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. A date on Super Bowl Sunday awaits one of these teams as we begin the NFC Championship game. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. That's Baron Browning who makes the stop. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They'll try and throw it here. Throw reeled in by Njoku. And he's out of bounds past midfield. It's a 21-yard gain. And they'll have first down. The first carry now for Jonathan Brooks. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Buying some time right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Azeez Al-Shire has it. And the Packers take over as he records his 10th career INT. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate, in this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth. Who's going to respond next?
And they're going to bring him down after a good gain to the 40. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. Back-to-back carries here. And he's able to get this down to the 36. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
2nd and 13. His first throw is an interception. Isaiah Simmons picks it off. And the Orbits have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he gives himself up sliding on this play, but we do have a penalty. Let's sort this out. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. From the gun, a give to Brooks. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Second and 6 coming up here. From the 29. Chased out to his right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
He just throws this one away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Second and 10 now. Forced out to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up third down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, a better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Throw on third down. He lofts it deep left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So that brings up 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Pulled in at the 20. Officially a 55-yard launch. And the Packers will take over possession. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Has a man. It's Brown. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Only took him one play partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be first down, Packers. Another carry for him. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. So now a much tougher task here as they come up on 2nd and 20. Russ now from the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
We're 1 quarter into deciding who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. Couple of zeros on the board right now. More from this one right after this. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They've been moving it well, but face a 3rd down here. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Orbits take possession of the football.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort. This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
So near disaster a moment ago, but the drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on 3rd. Now looking to throw. This has been a trend, yet another interception. And the Packers will take over along the midfield stripe after the interception and return. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got one.
And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers parlay the interception into points. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. Koo with the extra point. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Punt team headed out for the orbits. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. Feels this clean at the 30. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it's going to be their football coming up. A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Blown back, it's the handoff. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in the phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down.
That's grabbed inside the 30. And he'll be touchdown after a big play. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. First down, here's Russ. Complete out to the right side. And he runs it down inside the 15 before going out. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Here's the one back on the handoff. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. And holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Orlando. And it's the Packers. Backed up and facing 1st and 20. From the gun, it's Wilson. Gets him on the quick hitter. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them, along with everybody.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Throwing on 3rd, Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers grow their lead just before halftime. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw, and he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
That one right down the middle. And the Packers double their lead to 14. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Back to the air here on 2nd and 10. Hits his running back. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
3rd down run with Brooks. And he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Setting up a throw. Hits him on the out route. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
To throw here on 1st down. Has the connection to Ridley. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Orbits make it a one-score game before halftime. Calvin Ridley with the touchdown. Ryland able to connect on the point after. And the Orbits chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Putting a receiver in motion. Completes this one to Hill. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. Coup on now for the extra point. And the kick is good, so they add 7 to their lead on the final play of our first half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down, and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Hallis Trophy awaits one of these teams, partner. Just a half to go as we're off in the 3rd quarter. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Bone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Wilson now from the gun. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. Ross is going to cook here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. The Packers send out their punting unit. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. Picked up at the 38. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And they'll get ready to go on offense. New set of downs for him from the 46. Carried by Brooks to start the drive. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Now on 2nd and 10. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic. but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Coming in the goal line. Touchdown! Ryland now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Orbits chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Wilson to throw it. Completed to his running back. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here's 2nd and 7. Got his target. It's Hill. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. So now here's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Sideline, he's got it, and he gets the feet down too. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Finds the in route complete. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Running for it again. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Give him 6 yards. That's going to set up 3rd and goal.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Third time's the charm. He gets it again. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Packers lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on 3rd and goal.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And that that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. Throw reeled in by Njoku. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Just a quarter left before one of these teams punches its ticket to the Super Bowl. Their ball and they trail here, need to erase that deficit or their postseason is over. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Throwing from the gun here. Buys time, rolling right. He can run it. Broke through the tackle. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Second and 4. On the move, headed right. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Throwing off the play fake here. Flushed out of the pocket. And the Packers are there. He's hauled down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
That right there is one of the biggest differences between the NFL and college game. Heck, the high school and Pop Warner game. Because when you break away from a sack at those lower levels, big things happen. But at this level, this big boy league, just because you get out of one guy's arms doesn't mean you're safe anytime soon.
Facing a 4th and 12, but this offense is undeterred. Need a conversion. They're throwing for it. His pass caught by Nakua. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. And this one won't get close. They make the stand and force that turnover on downs. A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. First and 10 coming up. Hand off now from the gun. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10. Russ now from the gun. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
To the air, third and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. That just misses the 50 mark, gets a 49-yard punt. And they're going to be backed up deep in their own territory to begin this one. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Straight ahead, here's Brooks. Jukes out a one-stop. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
He just didn't quite have the last bit of burst needed to finish it off. But don't be surprised to see them go his way again soon and give him a chance to earn that touchdown.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. We'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Here's a throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for the back that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They're throwing it. Alden Minajoku left side. That's the 1st down, and he's still going. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Do this, offense.
Left side, cut by Ridley. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Throwing now from the gun. Chased out to his right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throw away.
From the gun on 3rd down. And he can't escape. The Packers drop him. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
Could be worse. And I feel like, no, never mind. This is the worst. You getting paid for?
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone.
Build that momentum, offense. Go.
He'll throw it. Cut near the goal line. And he tried to get to that pylon, but just wasn't able to. That's out of bounds, a yard or 2 shy. Oh, they're denied points on the drive.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
The Packers take their first time out. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying the right side. Breaking through the 15, into the 2nd level. To the 45. He's off to the races. Packers make it a 3-score game in the fourth. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one splits the uprights. And the Packers stretch their lead to 21. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now an inside handoff to Brooks. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Working quickly here. They'll throw on 1st. He beams one deeper, brought in inside the 20. And he will take this in. Touchdown. The Orbits get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And the Packers are able to recover the kick. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. We reach the 2-minute warning from Orlando. Packers in a good spot, up by 13. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Now a give running right. And they'll get it down for a solid gain to about the 37. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Back to the well again. And it's a rare defensive win on the ground. He's caught at the line. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. To the corner of the end zone, but incomplete. Oh, he made the catch, but didn't get down in bounds.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll give him a 16-point advantage.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game. It really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, a give to Brooks. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior. 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
No timeouts and down 2 scores. They've got to find points quickly here. It's 1st and 10. Pass play now. This is reeled in by Wilson. And as this play goes out of bounds, all eyes turn to that flag on the field. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. Down 2 scores, no timeouts remaining, long odds ahead of them. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back to throw. Finds Sanders. And they take him down right along the 30.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And that one is picked off, but wait a second. Oh, he came down out of bounds, so that's just going to be incomplete.
That's simply a difficult tightrope walk to stay in bounds on a catch that far downfield. What an effort. Just too difficult a play to make.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now to throw. Got him in. It's Njoku. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it'll give him a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They are throwing it again. That's complete to Wilson. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. So it's the visiting Packers who pick up the win. And one last huge step has been taken, partner, as they claim that George Halas Trophy as NFC champions. And now just 1 step and 1 trophy remain. 2 weeks from now when they take the field in the Super Bowl. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from Orlando.